Ben, you're the first actor to walk right in the midst of the room and begin the whole thing right there. That's amazing. Give a round of applause to Ben Browder. Because he is bold.
Well, this is really just my way of apologizing for being so slow signing autographs. For those of you who hung out today for that autograph, I deeply appreciate the fact that, I got like the slowest hand in the world. Plus, when I'm asking for, how do you spell your name? Auf Deutsch, Ja, how do you spell that? Wie heißen Sie? And then I realized the I's are E's and the E's are I's, and what the hell was that? The hell was that letter? I should know this. I took German, but no, I'm misspelling everybody's name. Oh, scheiße. But I did get, I got to brush up on German. I'm going to go home and scare my wife. Ja, ich liebe dich. Komm her. Ja. Du bist heiß.
Oh my God.
No, it's coming back to me right now,
Well, you are part German, Ben. You're part German.
Yeah, I'm probably at least, a quarter German.
Yep.
Yeah. I got the Blaueigen.
You do. You look like you could, play
I can fly a Messerschmitt.
Yeah,
yes, I can.
You could play in a war as a pilot, a German pilot, flying a Messerschmitt. With your blau eyes, Auge.
Ja, ich fliegen.
Fliegen. Ja, das ist gut.
Das ist richtig schnell.
Mach schnell.
Yeah, I think for the next Star Wars, all the bad guys should be German, don't you?
Oh, no.
What? I mean, we've had the English be bad guys for so long, right?
What are you doing?
The last Star Wars, the aliens were sounding like they were either from Jamaica or from, the Far East.
Yes.
What was
the Trade
what was
Federation?
Jar Jar Binks? What was that?
Hello.
Oh, hi, honey.
Don't you love it in science fiction? In all these big, dramatic, epic, romantic movies, people say, no matter what, I will find you. I was backstage and I needed to go to the bathroom where we were waiting for the costume contest, thank you, to be completed. And I was told, no matter what, we will not start without you.
We didn't plan to.
Works a little differently in reality.
Can I tell you, Ben just looked at me and said, will you look after her purse? I go, yeah. And he leaves and he starts walking out here and he got in front of it's Ben's fault.
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
I'm so surprised.
Du bist ein schönes Mädchen.
That's mean. What did he say?
He said you're a pretty girl, pretty
Ja,
lady.
genau.
Yes. Oh! Natürlich.
Kommen Sie her, mein Liebchen.
Sagen Sie bitte. Sagen Sie bitte. Oh, bitte, Baby. Kommen Sie jetzt?
Schnell.
Mach schnell. Lovely to see all you beautiful people. Stick around. We're having pizza and beer in just a little while.
Oh, Ben Browder, everybody. The bold Ben Browder. Got it? There you go. Here you go, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Shall we sit?
I was going to say, let's. We're totes
It's been a
in
long
sync.
day.
It has been a long day, and we're not getting any younger.
Right. Honey.
Honey bunny.
Sweetheart, I don't know what you're doing. You're looking fine.
Oh, thanks, baby.
I could get
Some
into real
things can't
trouble.
be said in any language, can they?
Oh, yeah. Watch this. Shall we take questions or shall we just
let's
hang out?
Let's find out what's happening in the zeitgeist right now. Let's get some
big
questions.
Word.
Big word
German
and
word.
German origin.
I know. So, are we doing? Oh, we're doing the follow the bouncing ball.
Hello.
hello down there. It's very, very, very fine for us to see that you having such a ball. So thank you for being here and entertaining us. Like, I have no words for it.
This is the most fun convention that I have been to. So
It is
thank
a
you.
lot of fun.
So my question is going out to Ben. Since you are such a non-conventional person, like you're like different like everyone else, and you were playing with guns and explosives on the set. Was
And
this really
furry
you? Did
outfits.
they allow you to play with that?
What?
Did they really allow Did they really allow you to play with explosives and stuff? That's dangerous for someone like you.
Dude, they're calling you risk averse.
Yeah. On Farscape, there was like there were no rules. All of us got hurt. All of us got injured. All of us got burned. So when you see an explosion and, you know, on any other show, they're going to have a stunt man in there or a stunt woman. On Farscape, you know, if you're jumping off a 150-foot cliff, maybe they're going to bring someone else in. But the rest of the time, we were in the explosions. In fact, one of the reasons why I ended up in leather in season 2 was not just a creative aesthetic decision, it was practical because I got burned and went through 15 pairs of trousers in the first season alone. But I'm not the only one that did fights. You know, Claudia and I fought a lot. I hit her once, and she broke my finger in repayment. True, right?
So I guess you had a lot of fun on Stargate with all this gun and all this stuff. Can you tell me something about that? So how was it? Did you have a kind of like a pre-education course about how to handle this stuff, or how did it go on?
Well, see, I grew up in the South, right?
Okay, that answers
No, hold
everything.
on. Okay. And they tried to educate me. But I had been carrying a gun since I was 6 years old. No, it's actually true. I had my first gun, my own gun, when I was 11. I grew up in the rural South, and it's a hunting culture, and it's passed on from generation to generation. So by the time I was yay big, I was walking the fields with my grandfather and my uncles and my dad, and we were taught gun safety. And in large part because when I was young, before I was born, for a while, the only meat that my parents ate was meat that was shot. They were dirt poor. My grandparents did not have indoor plumbing till the 70s. I remember outhouses and things like that, you know. But it's part of the culture in the South. So, yeah, although handling automatic weapons is a little different. Especially you worry about other actors handling them. I don't know, how did you feel about it on Stargate with all the gunfire going on?
The safety protocols were pretty good, if memory serves. But I do remember it being kind of, here's your P90, here's a quick lesson on how it works. If it jams, good luck to you, and action. And what I do also recall about all the weaponry was the extreme excess use of it. There was a time where we were shooting in a tavern, and there were some people that we were exposed to who were about 10 feet away from us, and the amount of fire we laid out on those people at close range with the P90s on fully automatic mode was,
Yeah,
more than
I mean, and it
excessive.
is a concern. It is a concern on shows where they're using live weapons because the blanks still spit off pieces of material. So there will be occasions, and they would cover the camera crew with plexiglass, right? So all of the important people are covered. The actors are over here, stuntmen dead in front of it, and you just aim a little bit off. But if we were aiming near the camera and they had all the plexiglass, at the end of us going through this firing process, you'd go look at the plexiglass, there's little bits of metal stuck in it, which would come off of the blanks. So it is a potentially very dangerous situation, and actors have been severely hurt. Actors have been killed using live fire weapons. So yeah, you get You get worried about it, and anytime I saw an actor carry a weapon and it didn't look like he knew what he was doing, say, Beau Bridges. I love Beau. Beau is a great guy, but the first time he picked up a shotgun, I wanted to duck behind the couch because he would just, I thought he was walking through the woods like he was Elmer Fudd. Oh, go get me a rabbit. You know, he's got the gun like this and it's pointed my direction. Beau, other way. And then they weren't loaded. I just don't like any weapon being pointed my direction. I get really paranoid about it.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It was a long, we need beer, don't we? And the other question was...
Can you tell us something about your experience on the Stargate Atlantis set?
Oh, yeah.
Jumping jacks, we're tired.
Yeah. Burpees? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was only there for a couple of days. So, and it was actually an SG-1 show. So, but we were on their set. It was very colorful, their set. Ours was kind of military drab, and they had all these lovely colors and stuff. And
crystals and things.
yeah, and it was kind of interesting because we had both casts together, right? And
our cast had more fun, I think.
We definitely had more fun.
I think we had a lot
they were
more fun.
serious about what they did, you know? Yeah. And we had these huge, long talking scenes, and we always kind of played around with each other, sort of.
Yeah, well, there were big
in a
slabs.
John Barrowman kind of way.
Big slabs of sciencey sort of exposition, and RDA had a rule, didn't he, that if anything was longer than this on the page for him, either that or that, he would cut words out.
Yeah. So yeah, but they were pretty serious about how they approached things, and I think they got a little angry at me or us at times.
Yeah, it really was
Or
a different
not.
world over there.
It was a different world,
Yeah.
but you know what? They're really good. They're good actors. It's just a different set, and every set has its own culture.
Yeah.
You go to, the cultural difference between the Farscape set and the Stargate set is also vast. Sort of Stargate, they kind of knew what they were doing. This is what we're about. It's 10 seasons. Farscape, we would just make things up how we're going to do it. When we came in, we would shoot one episode and we're going, the whole episode's going to look like Saving Private Ryan. And the next one we're going to shoot without moving the camera. We're never going to move the camera. Everything's on sticks. And the next episode, it would call for a monster and you'd show up and the monster looked like a piece of, chicken.
Tandoori
It looked like tandoori chicken. The script called for this vicious, evil monster and the monster looked like a piece of tandoori chicken. How do you play, ooh, I'm scared, which is what's in the script, when it looks like tandoori chicken? You call it tandoori chicken and move on. And Stargate, we didn't get too many tandoori chickens.
Especially the way it fell over on set with the guy inside. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we had a scene where we're finally, the tandoori chicken, which they warned them and said never put a small person in a rubber suit. And this is what the Creature Shop told them. And I didn't at the time understand why. But it's actually because little people have big egos. I hate to say that, but they're very precious about the work they do. They were just like actors, like all actors. We have huge egos, and we want our stuff to be great, right? So we have this scene where we're confronting the tandoori chicken, and Claude comes around one corner, and I come around the other corner. It's a big storm. We pull up our weapons. We shoot the tandoori chicken. The tandoori chicken
Sort of goes,
falls. Yeah.
wait, like
Hold
this.
on, okay. You shot him, right? So I really should be the tandoori chicken. Anyway, he's there.
He's got these sort of little wings on the side.
Looks like chicken wings.
The creature has these little sort of chicken wings.
Red little chicken wings.
And the actor has been asked, the performer has been asked to react to the bullets, and he does that. He does exactly what he's asked as directed, except that the suit itself doesn't articulate. So what ends up resulting is this.
Right. So but the story's not over with. So Claude and I look at one another, and he says, He was
chicken wings
so
flapping
pissed
around
off.
everywhere. But it was
he was
awful.
so angry. It was awkward. How do you say, no, dude, that was a great death. It's just your chicken wings. You know, it's...
The suit itself just looked so absurd, and he was supposed to be a really scary creature.
Yeah, and he was taking the scary thing to... He wanted to be scary.
Well, it was also an important moment in Farscape because we realised that what's on the page and what gets delivered to us from the creature shop with all the time constraints that they have and what have you, you have to go with what you're given on the day. You can't just, go with what's written sometimes. And so that started to really inform what we did.
I'm getting you back in shot.
Oh, and in light.
No, you need light.
I do.
The light. Ah.
The popular pop culture references you had on Farscape, Crichton always made them to the crew. Obviously, they didn't understand them because they were alien or Australian, I don't know.
Same.
Okay. Did you understand most of them, and were they scripted, or did you have some kind of improvisation? Could you make them up yourself?
Ben always lies when he answers this question. Toodaloo-doo-doo-doo, he's looking at the floor.
They were all scripted.
Ben always lies when he answers that question. Toodaloo-doo-doo. Oh, what's over there?
So, did I understand them all? I'm a bit of a geek, so yeah, Crichton's a bit of a geek. Crichton is our proxy, right? If you grew up on Star Wars and Star Trek like I did, and 2001: A Space Odyssey, and all of these great shows, and I read a lot of science fiction. If you grew up with that, then Crichton is your guy. He's your proxy out in the universe because he looks at it and he goes, "Those are Klingons." Right? And there's that inevitable similarity, although I didn't make up the Klingon. That I went to the writers and said, all right, I don't know Klingon, but I need a Klingon line. Because they look like Klingons, So I wanted to yell at them in Klingon just to prove how geeky Crichton was. So I got to yell in Klingon. It's awesome.
Kapla.
Yeah. No,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Farscape was a frightening place, I think, for people to work. I always lived in fear when people came on that they were going to lose their minds working on the show as actors because it was walk in and sometimes, the tandoori chicken's there or it's something else and the script is going off in distro. We had directors who would go, right, don't need this, yep, yeah, okay, how about you do this? And it was a interactive process where there was a great flow with the cast. Everybody kind of knew what we were doing, but if you had never been there, I had never been around a set that was like it, that moved that fast and was that fluid.
Yeah, and Stargate they were so organized. It was like, they had the scripts delivered 3 months ago, whereas on Farscape, we got the scripts delivered after we'd shot the episode.
She's not exaggerating. I had 15
not.
pages delivered the night before, and if you don't, that's a huge amount. That's about a third of a script for most scripts. So it's a quarter of the script delivered the night before I'm supposed to shoot it. But we're shooting episode 13. This is for episode 17. So they hand me 15 pages that I have no idea how it connects to the actual story. And the writer said, oh no, we'll make it right. She'll be right, mate. And they did. But it was scary as hell as an actor, even 4 seasons in, to wake up and go, I got 15 pages, I don't know how it connects. And you have to trust one another to allow that to happen. That would not have happened.
Do you see the footsies game that's going on here at the moment?
That's nice.
You guys okay? Do you need to get a room?
Hold on a second.
Do you need to have a chat for a minute?
Hang on a second. They may not supposed to be doing that.
Oh.
They may have just met.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We're not identifying anybody here.
No.
What happens at the con stays at the con.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I just want to say thank you to both of you because your chemistry together on stage is marvelous. It's magical. I mean, you're both amazing actors. You both truly are. I mean, fabulous actors, fabulous talent, good-looking people. I mean, just thank you, thank you. We really appreciate it. Round of applause. Big round up, Claudia Black. Yeah.
And thank you, Gareth.
Thank you.